and stuff you can use for this as well. There's like the MailChimp API and whatnot. And if you had a front end only app that you wanted to send emails, then I would say probably use one of those APIs because otherwise you have to make a server in order because like this works only on the server, so you can't use NodeMailer on the front end. So if you had a front end only app, you'd have to use an API. But since we already have a server, this thing's perfect, and it's perfectly easy because we're using JavaScript. If it weren't JavaScript, it might be a little bit harder. But this thing's made just for JavaScript. More specifically, I mean Node, not JavaScript. So let's take a look at what we mean. I'm gonna do it in the regular library app, the one that's not using Passport. So I'm gonna open that up and let's do npm install NodeMailer. And I will, oh no, that's not a real thing. There. Okay. So where do we want to send a notification, an email thing? I guess probably the most logical thing to do would be when a user signs up for an account, we can send them a notification that says thank you for signing up for your account. We'll start with that. It's the simplest version. Maybe we can do some more fancy stuff after that. So that's going to be in the sign up route. So I'm going to go straight to the sign up route. And since the content of our message, I'm just going to decide what it is. It's just going to be like a little thanks for signing up type of message. I don't need any information except I need to know the user's email. So let's just for the sake of argument for this app, let's pretend that when users sign up, this username is an email. So I'm just going to change the label on that here where it says username, email. And I'm going to leave everything else the same. I'm going to treat it like a username. I'm going to keep saving into the database, calling it, the user.username, just because I don't feel like editing all the other code, and we did it already all set up to handle username. But if they see email here, we can even do type email, and then it'll make them type in an email. It won't let them not type in an email. And we can also put that on the login, just so we can be consistent and they don't go, what? What do you mean username? So, but everything else stays the same. You don't need to change this. You don't need to change that. You don't need to change anything else because the only difference is that their username is going to be coolboy55@gmail.com instead of coolboy55, basically. So, but since I know it's going to be an email, I'm going to use it in my user route. So I installed NodeMailer. So in order to use NodeMailer, I got to do this. I got to require NodeMailer. Where's the require? Require. Well, I don't know where it is, but I'm assuming it goes like this. Const NodeMailer equals require NodeMailer. I would be shocked if that's not how you import it. Then you have to create a transport. It's up to you whether you want to create a transport in the route or outside of the route. But let's take a look at the actual transporter real quick. So this is I'm going to go down to the post signup route, and I'm going to create the transporter inside there. It doesn't really matter where you create the transporter. This is just kind of like the configuration for your NodeMailer. So again, first you got to require it, and then you go, okay, NodeMailer dot, well, you create a variable equal to NodeMailer dot create transport, and then you pass it objects. And the object you give it has to have a service, which is going to be, so in order to use this, by the way, you need an email for this to use because you can't send an email from nowhere. You have to send an email from an address. So you have to give this an email from which all your emails are going to get sent from. So I have a throwaway Gmail account, so I'm gonna use that. Your email, because it needs to log into your email account to send these emails. So most of the time you create a new email address for an app. Like have you ever gotten thing that's like from do not reply at whatever.com, that they set up that email address and then that's the thing that they're entering here. I don't have that right now, so I'm gonna do it with this one. Okay. So then, in my env file, I'm going to put my credentials for my Gmail stuff. I'm going to go user equal adjudicate arbitrate at gmail.com. Pass equals adjudicate. And you can all hack this very sensitive email full of nothing if you want. Okay. Sorry? With a password like that, you don't even need this video to hack it. Okay, so user is process.env.user, and the password is process.env.pass. Right? That is, I called it user, right? Yeah, user. Okay. And it is in fact Gmail. If it's not Gmail, tell it what it is. So that just like gets the settings ready basically. Again, this is making an Axios request. We're just not doing it. It's this node mailer npm package is going to take care of some API thing that happens. So then, all we need to do is we got to send the email. So we're doing a user.create, right? I would say the best time to send the email is after we create the user, because if it doesn't work or something like that, I don't want to send them a welcome email and then it was like an error and they don't actually have an account. So I'm going to put in the .then. Send the email in the .then because .then only happens if it works. And also, it waits until after. So here is where I'm going to do transporter.sendMail. And it looks like this. I'll do my own .then and .catch because I don't like their .then and .catch. .then, .catch. I don't know. I'll just console log that. Oh, sorry. We have to redirect, don't we? We redirect back to the home page. And we can do rec.flash. No, I don't think on this app I have success messages, just error messages. So even though it's a success message, I only have error ones, so I'm just going to put it in the error message and say, please check your email for a welcome email. Okay, and so this is the actual message that we're sending. This from thing is where it's going to try to tell the person that the thing is from. However, what part of this works and what part of it doesn't, I don't remember. We'll find out. There's half of this works and half of it doesn't, so I don't really remember what part it works. But anyway, this is where we actually send it to. So I'm going to send it to rec.body.theusername. Because remember, they're typing in an email as rec.body.theusername. Remember, the user is typing in their email address as rec.body.the username because I was too lazy to change the name everywhere. Subject, thank you for signing up. And then this text and HTML, this is because the only reason the text thing exists is because some people still have flip phones that they check their emails on. So here, thanks for signing up. Good luck with your anachronistic flip phone. And in here, totally passive aggressive, yeah. And in here, we'll put an H2. H2. Thank you. And under here, let's not put a B tag. Let's put a P tag. And I don't have a variable called message. I would just say, coolboy55, thanks you for signing up for this service. Okay. I think that should be good. So let's see. Do I need to I'm pretty sure my that throwaway account is already allowing less secure apps, but who remembers how to allow yet less secure apps? Do you remember? Where? Here. Secure. Oh, admin console. The link's right there. Perfect. Okay, it's already on because this is my throwaway email and I use it only for things that I assume that this email is just completely hacked by everyone. So anyway, but yeah. So don't use. I wouldn't use your real email on this. I would make up a new email. Yeah, Heroku, it goes through HTTPS. But yeah, anyway, it's free to take 10 seconds to set up a new Gmail. Okay, let's test it. I think it should work. No, why wouldn't it? So my email is, which email should I use now? Well, let's do it with sending it to itself since I'm already logged in, and we'll see if we can send it to me. And adjudicate arbitrate at gmail.com. Wow. Oh, error. Didn't work. Let's see. Says invalid login. Really? Is it because... Really? Because I'm not allowed to do an email or something? Yeah, but the type in the... I don't know what this is. Bad credentials? Let me just here I'm just gonna do a third one instead of turning this into email. So I'll put this back to type text, put this back the username, and I'll just put a third one so we can just also have the email. All right, how about that? How about that? Email, and users, the user model now has a third thing. Email, email. That's a thing, right? Or is that not a thing? I think that is. Mongoose type email. Oh no, it's just a string. Huh. I wonder why that didn't work. Okay. Well, anyway. In the user route here, what did I call it? Name, email. To rec.body.email. And when we create the user, let's also add user obj.email equals rec.body.email. Okay. Okay, let's try it. Sign up. Human. Oh, they must mean, they must be talking about my auth for the Gmail thing. Okay. I must have a typo. Let's see. Where do I create my transporter here? Process.env.user process.env.pass. They gave me a link. Let's see what it says. Check your password. Make sure I'm using the right password. I'm pretty sure I'm using the right password. I mean, here, let's do this. Console log, process, these two things. Make sure we got them at least, right? Wait, where did I console log that? Console log that, and then that, and then that. Yeah, that's not. What? Do I have two things in there? All right, well, username Google. How about that? And what if I call it process.env.username Google? Oh, now it works. Okay, so process.env.user, I guess, is a special thing that you're not allowed to do. If you all try it, console log in your app somewhere. Process.env. Really looked on my. I think it got my username from my computer, from like my actual operating system, because that's like in my computer I'm logged in as Nick Forby. Anyway, I don't know where it got it, but it definitely got it not from the env file, because now that we changed it, it's obviously a special word. So anyway, don't use a special word, process the env user. That's the lesson here. And then let me check my email, not my email, but that throwaway email. And I should have gotten a thing. And it knows it's from me, right? Even though I said from myawesomeproject at awesomeproject.com or whatever, right here, I tried to pretend that it wasn't from me. I tried to pretend that it was from here, but it knows that I'm lying. So let's try to do it with let's try to sign up with a different email, and then see if I get to, if I can see it with this. So what's this one? I don't really remember. Hope it's that. Hope I can log into my email. Okay. So I'm gonna log in now, again, or sign up again. Sign up, username, not a robot. And I'll put my actual email, not a robot. Sign up. Please check your email for a welcome email. My actual email. Did I get a welcome email? Yes, and actually, if it's not from yourself, it actually is able to fool the person, and it thinks it's from My Awesome Project. But if you click on it, where is it? You can see it, My Awesome Project. This part you can't hide the other part. See how it says that? That part you can't. At least with Gmail, if the person who you're sending it to has a Gmail account, Gmail is smart enough that you can't hide that alias. But you can give it whatever kind of name thing you want there. But anyway, it says, CoolBoy55, thanks you for signing up for the service. Now, you could, of course, do this in more complicated ways, because this is the most basic possible thing you could do. You can also have a contact us form where the HTML that you send is not a standard message. Instead, you send, you send it to you from them, and you send it whatever they type in. Your site is very slow, and I ordered my thing 7 weeks ago, and you guys still haven't responded. I'm very upset. And that's rec.body.message, and then you just put rec.body.message here, if it's like one of those contact us forms.
I think I read somewhere a long time ago that you can modern HTML5 syntax with email, like HTML within email. So you have to use like order syntax.
It works.
But they say you want to like use like Bootstrap or flex it within the email.
Oh, I don't know about yeah. I mean, come on, it's an email. What are you doing?
You see, like you see, there are people who design emails.
Yeah, if you're doing like an ad campaign type of thing, sure. But I don't for this. The other thing that it's kind of useful for is like maybe if you make them I don't know, you can make your user confirm their email before signing up. So you could do that like this. You could create the user and say, yeah, but user obj.active equals false, okay? And then you could add that to here. Active, Boolean. And what you can do is in your email, when you send them the email, you could send them this, and then you could send them, in order to complete the sign up process, please confirm your email by clicking on the following link. And since we're still in the app and in a route here, we still have access to all the variables that we have, so we can send them an A tag and confirm email. And the href can be to / I don't know, confirmation slash and this is like the most rudimentary version. Probably you might want to do it in a form with a post route so that you keep everything all secret, but the easiest way to do it is just like this. Send it to confirmation slash see this in the dot then user that just got created. So we just created the user so they have an ID, right? You can send them to a page that's like href confirmation slash user that just got created underscore ID. And I guess I need to put that in these right here. So you send them a link that's to slash localhost 3000 in this case, or whatever your app is, slash confirmation slash their ID. And then you just need to make a route for that. So like in my user routes right here, right after this one, I can go router.get slash confirmation slash :ID. And in here, you can just straight up go, okay, user.find by ID and update, rec.params.id, and the update that we want to change to them, active now equals true. If they manage to hit this route, I'm assuming that they only hit this route. Obviously, you can make this much more of a complicated thing that could be impossible to ever guess, or even better, you can use a hash to give them the hash that they have to then enter on this page that then gets decrypted by you using bcrypt. That's like if you really, really, really want to make it super secure. But anyway, we find the user, we change their active to true, then we can rec.flash, again, I don't have success messages, but I can put in the error message. Thanks for confirming your email. Please log in to continue. And then we can redirect back to the slash. And what you can do is the login route where you do get login, you can be like, oh no, not there. Where can we do it? Well, wherever you... No, what I mean is I want to lock them out unless they're active. So basically, anywhere that you want to keep people without anywhere that you have a thing that says you're not allowed here unless you're logged in, what you do is you change it to you're not allowed here unless you're logged in and you're also active. Because the way we did it is we create their user account right away, but we change this active from false to true when they click the link. So wherever we say, like for example here, let me go to book routes. Okay, we're not allowed to create a new book unless we're logged in, right? So let me add that. If no rec.session.current, how did I do it? Post login, current user. This is the one before passport, so that's why I have this current user. You can say if no rec.session.current user, redirect back to login, rec flash error, please log in to use this feature. All you need to do is say if no rec.session.current user, or if what's the best way to say it? Let's see. What? What do you mean in the first login? Oh, it just won't log them in? Okay, fine, we'll do that. In the user routes, in the post login, We do user.find1. We find them. If there's no user, we rec flash. Sorry, that doesn't exist. We res redirect. We can do another if. Yeah, I like that one. I like this way. If user from DB dot active, if bang that, if they're not active, basically the same thing that we just did before, except we want to say, not that it doesn't exist, please confirm your email before logging in. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I'm going to sign up with a one that's not confirmed, which maybe I should delete that user that I just created so I can do it again because I don't feel like signing in and out of all my emails. The library example. Okay, users. This one. Get rid of this one. Delete. Okay, I'm going to sign up again, but I'm not going to confirm my email, and then I'm going to try to log in. Let's see if it works. So, username, wow. Did I already do wow person? I am a user. I am. Okay, so I sign up. And it says, please check your email for a welcome email. It's actually not a welcome email. It's in order to complete the sign up process, please confirm your email by clicking on the following link. So I'm not going to click on the following link. I'm going to try to log in. And I am a user. And my password is also I am a user. And if I click submit, it should say, please confirm your email before logging in. Yeah. So if I go here and I click this link, click that, and it's like, okay, this previous page is redirecting you to a, really? Okay, hold on, I gotta fix that link. The link that we send them, you have to put the whole thing. This href, not good enough. http://localhost:3000/ that stuff. I'm gonna do it one more time. And when I say one more time, I mean at least one more time until it works. And I don't have wow person, so I can use wow person. Good. Okay. One more try. Okay. Wow person. All right. Welcome email. There's that. Again, if I try to log in, wow person, it says, what? It must have already been one. Hold on. Okay. Oh no, okay, yeah. It says, please confirm your email before logging in. Okay. So here, let me click this. Confirm email. Should redirect for Reels. Okay. Thanks for confirming your email. Please log in to continue. Sweet. Now we go here. Now if I do wow person. Wow person and wow person. Now I'm logged in. Yay. So there. And yeah, the process can get way more infinitely complicated if you want it to. But basically, what you got to remember is You send the email in a route. Just remember that. You create the transport. Creating the transport thing is almost always pretty straightforward. You just need your credentials for an email address. The part that becomes different depending on what you want to do is this part. You may want to have a contact us form where you send emails to yourself. You may want to have them confirm their email when they sign up. You may want to send the forgot password situation like this. What you can do is you can give them a long, crazy, random link that they can go to reset their password that they would never be able to guess on their own except if they click this link that you send them here. Or, like I said, that's obviously not very secure because even if it's a long, random thing, it's always possible that they can guess it. So if you really want to be secure, you should use hashes where you send them a code along with a link, and then when they go to that link, they have to enter the code, and it has to hash to the same thing that you hashed the code as before. But don't worry about it. If you want to do that, just come talk to me. Figure it out together. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Any questions? Any other things about you want to see about the node mail? For the one that's sending the emails, yeah. Sent? I don't know. Let's see. Adjudicate our. Why is that default? It shouldn't be my default. Sent. Yeah, they do. And in fact, that's all I use this email account for, so they're all automated emails in here. Cool. Okay.